right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Tonight, sprucing up 70, the plan to improve the interstate and why it means 4 years of construction.
This is ideal weather for outdoor construction. The one chance for rain this week locally, and how steamy your Labor Day weekend looks.
And our top story tonight, an embattled mayor and his naysayers are no-shows. The Jennings City Council meeting just wrapping up after accusations of abuse of power.
Tonight, several city council members say they plan to hold a vote of no confidence for Jennings Mayor Gary Johnson. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. That vote did not happen, nor did any new business on the agenda. 5 on Your Side's Brent Solomon is live in Jennings now to explain. Brent.
Well, it was a packed house tonight, that meeting just wrapping up in the last few minutes. But the reason that city leaders were not able to vote on important business tonight, like neighborhood improvements, because several council members decided not to show up. Take a look at your screen right now. I want to take you straight to that video we just captured. The meeting took place regardless, just without the 3 council members who did show up being able to vote on matters of importance. It comes as some city council members circulated a letter last week saying tonight they were planning to take a vote of no confidence in the mayor, claiming he's abusing his power and causing employees to step down due to an alleged hostile work environment. At tonight's meeting, though, a different tone. Everyone who spoke out during public comment gave Mayor Gary Johnson a vote of full confidence.
I feel like some of the things that occurred are personal feelings that different people have for the mayor. He won fair and square. Let's move on, council members. I'm asking you all to stop with the tick and for the tack allegations. You are embarrassing this great city of Jennings.
I've been here 40 years, and 2 before you. I've never seen anything like you're doing for this city. Never before.
You continue on because you're going to go through persecution. You're going to go through persecution when you're doing good. Continue on.
That support comes after a recent, contentious, and controversial emergency meeting last week where leaders tried to reverse decisions the mayor recommended the week before, including terminations and accepting resignations of some city leaders. The mayor said that emergency meeting was not authorized because he did not call it. Tonight, I reached out to one of the council members who gave us that vote of no confidence letter to find out why they didn't show up tonight, but I did not hear back. Meantime, the mayor says he plans to reach out to those 5 council members because he wants to move the city forward. We're live in Jennings tonight. Brent Solomon, 5 on Your Side.
Breaking news tonight. Within the hour, U.S. Marines confirmed a Metro East native was one of the 3 Marines killed in an aircraft crash off the coast of Australia. Captain Eleanor LeBeau is from Belleville, Illinois. She was 29 years old. That crash happened yesterday during a multinational military training exercise. 20 others on board survived.
New tonight, the St. Charles County Council has unanimously voted down a controversial housing development project. It was planned near the Bush Wildlife Center. Many nearby residents complained that rural area could not handle the traffic, and Councilman Joe Brazel says the project may not be dead, believing the city of O'Fallon could annex the area. The developer has said they don't have plans for annexation.
Tonight, Missouri drivers got their first chance to give their input on MoDOT's $3 billion improvement project along Interstate 70. Our Laura Barczewski was at tonight's open house in Wentzville and has details on when the road work could start.
MoDOT announced the timeline to start improvements along I-70. They'll actually begin early next year in Columbia, then move to Wentzville in the fall of next year, which people say here in Wentzville is long overdue.
Brian Phipps says he's seen crash after crash on Interstate 70 from his very own window at his Wentzville apartment.
You'll see it's blocked both directions, and I don't see it improving until something gets done now, and we need to really think about what we're doing.
To make some major changes for drivers, MoDOT will be adding a third lane to both east and westbound I-70 from Blue Springs to Wentzville. At the same time, they hope to make other safety improvements.
We're evaluating everything from the pavement to the bridges to the exit ramps to, how do we make sure that cars that veer off the road are safe. So we're evaluating everything at this point.
Phipps says he hopes to see guardrails installed around some of the tight curves.
It was about a year ago, a guy ran off the road and flipped and slid down the hill backwards, and of course he was killed.
The project will happen in 6 different phases, including 20 miles from Wentzville to Warrenton.
Right, so particularly here in Wentzville, we want to see the kind of the reconstruction of the 64, 40, 61, whatever number you want to use there, interchange, and the Highway Z interchange, because it really bottlenecks there on Interstate 70 along with the railroad.
MoDOT says they want to hear from the public on this project, and we'll have a link on KSDK.com where people can provide that feedback. Reporting in Wentzville, Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
Tonight, an attempted carjacking suspect is recovering after being shot by police in North St. Louis County. Officers say he fired multiple shots first. It started this morning outside of a Dollar General store on Parker Road. Police say the man stole a woman's car keys at gunpoint. He got in her car, but then quickly got out and started walking away. An officer spotted the suspect nearby and then says the man opened fire.
The officer was able to return fire and struck the suspect. The officer immediately applied aid to the suspect.
The officer, who was not hit, but several bullets did hit his cruiser. The suspect was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
A St. Louis man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for sexually assaulting 2 12-year-old girls he met on social media. 20-year-old Adrian Neal pleaded guilty to statutory rape, kidnapping, and child molestation charges. According to prosecutors, Neal met his victims on Snapchat. Neal is also facing kidnapping charges in St. Louis County in a separate case. Tonight, a St. Peter's man is charged with kidnapping and assault of a real estate agent. According to court documents, Adam Nazinski met with the realtor at his condo to discuss listing it. She told police he pointed a gun at her chest and grabbed her as she tried to escape. She managed to get out of the condo and call for help.
Tragedy tonight at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. A faculty member was gunned down inside a building on campus today. The shooting led to a 3-hour campus-wide lockdown. A person of interest was taken into custody, but his identity and a motive have not been released. Tonight, a security officer at a historically black university in Florida is being hailed a hero for thwarting a possible mass shooting on campus.
Sadly, the shooter drove to a nearby Dollar General store in Jacksonville and killed 3 people. As Chris Ballone reports, the FBI is now investigating the attack as a hate crime.
At Edward Waters University in Jacksonville, Florida, a standing ovation for Lieutenant Antonio Bailey. Saturday, the university security officer had no idea at the time he was confronting a man who had his heart set on killing black people.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone was safe and that I got the license plate to where, anything came above or came about, then I could provide that.
Edward Waters University is a historically black institution not far from the Dollar General store where Ryan Palmer ended up killing 3 people Saturday afternoon in what police are calling a racially motivated attack. Lieutenant Bailey confronted Palmer after students saw him park on campus and put on gloves. Palmer sped away with Bailey in pursuit. School officials say he likely prevented a massacre on campus.
You, sir, are nothing short of a hero, and we honor you today.
Police later released video of Palmer wearing a tactical vest, opening fire outside the Dollar General store and then inside, killing Angela Carr, Gerald Gallion, and A.J. Laguerre.
My grandbaby keeps saying this, "Where's my daddy?" And all I can do is grab her because I don't have the words right now.
The FBI is investigating the shooting as a hate crime. Police say the 21-year-old gunman sent racist writings to local law enforcement, the media, and his own parents expressing his desire to kill black people.
The manifesto is quite frankly, the diary of a madman.
Police say Palmer bought his guns legally despite being held involuntarily on a mental health check when he was 15. Investigators found a pistol and assault rifle at the scene. The rifle had been marked with swastikas. Chris Ballone, NBC News.
And tonight, President Biden denounced the attack in Florida, calling it a clear act of domestic violence extremism.
White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison. It's been allowed to grow faster and fester in our communities. All of us need to say clearly and forcefully as we can, that hate will not prevail in America.
The president's comments came during a White House event honoring the 60th anniversary of the founding of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights. And today also marked the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech.
Tonight, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is putting healthcare providers on notice to stop gender-affirming treatments for minors. It comes on the same day the SAFE Act went into effect in Missouri. The new law bans such treatments to minors and includes adults on Medicaid. In response, advocates at Promo, Missouri are now calling on members of the trans community to bring their stories to the public.
When I was younger, looking up, I didn't see people like me in society and successful. We need to come out. We need to tell our stories. We need to see people like us thriving.
A court ruling Friday said the state can implement the ban while a lawsuit to block it continues. Just today, a judge scheduled a hearing in that case for later next month. Missouri's hands-free law also went into effect today. It is now illegal to text, read, record, or watch videos with your phone while driving. You can still make calls through Bluetooth. This is a secondary offense, meaning police must pull you over for something else first. Fines start at $150, but police will only be issuing warnings until January 2025.
And we'd like once again to thank everyone who made this year's Show of Strength MDA Telethon a success. You, our amazing viewers, always come through. The telethon took place last night live from Grant's Farm, and our goal is to give some hope to the kids and adults fighting these terrible muscle diseases that are often deadly. We're proud to tell you in just over 2 hours, we raised over $270,000. So from all of us here at 5 on Your Side, thank you.